Welcome back to Leshy Outdoors. It is a minus 6 or 7 degrees Celsius right now, quite cold, so the voltage sag on batteries is going to be a killer. But I just want to test out some new rates. I was flying on the stock Betaflight rates, and now I'm deciding to change rates a bit and see how that goes. The wind is a bit... Yeah. So what I did is I changed the rates to be slower, to 500 degrees per second with 50 on the center, with 0.5 expo, and also 0.5 throttle expo. I know a lot of you guys are like, well, I'm doing like 1,000. Well, it's like, how often are you using that 1,000? Probably really rarely. If you're rarely hitting full stick deflection, then you should probably lower your rates. Yeah, that seems to be good. Maybe I can go a little faster, I think. It seems different in the Sims than in real life. In the Sims, it's not as realistic, of course. I'm getting some voltage sag. I want to try power looping something. There's nothing to power loop here. Should probably rein it in. Overcap, what does that mean? What is overcap? Overcapacity? Oh, it means I should probably land this bitch. A new thing I'm doing is I got these little strap ties. When I have the strap ties tight like that, it means the battery is fully charged, and when I finish with the battery, I just loosen it up a bit. So the balance plug is not in there. Just put that back. And now that means it's empty. So that's a quick way for me to tell if a battery is full or not. Synchronization. Go. It is a bit easier to land, though, with this throttle expo. The throttle expo helps a lot. I'm scared to power loop it because the battery sags so much in this cold, and the ground is so frozen hard. Man, I need to get digital. I can barely see gaps in trees. What if I go over here? Man, you got like no flight time with this cold. Put 1,200 in this thing, but it seems to be like not accurate. So now we'll try the tiny whoop. Got the Meteor 75 Pro. The batteries have been sitting out for quite some time though, so the voltage sag is probably going to be quite intense and extreme. But I also changed the rates on the Meteor 75 Pro. It wasn't hard to control at all with the stock defaults. I just want to see what a lower rate can do with this. You can see I'm in the process of designing my own canopy because I got a bigger antenna on this, a circular polarized antenna, and I want to make it so I can take the canopy off without having to take the antenna off the plug. So I got the board conformal coated. I got that nice MG Chemicals conformal coating, silicone conformal coating, and I also put E6000 like rubber glue on the connector of the UFL connection for the antenna, so that's nice and secure and waterproof. The BetaFlight software has been updated. Newest version, which is like 2025 12 0.1 or something like that. Wow, even when I start, it's already saying low battery. Okay, yeah, I can definitely increase the rates on this. Definitely increase the rates on this bad boy. I like the throttle expo though, but definitely need to increase the rates. It's just so much different in the sim. I'm using both Uncrashed and FPV simulators. Even in the sims are different from each other. Like Tryp, it does feel quite nice, these rates. While on Uncrashed, the rates feel different than Tryp. And in real life, the rates kind of feel different as well. So simulator will not prepare you for, well, it will prepare you, but it won't perfectly prepare you for flying FPV, but it does help. Ultimately, you really do just gotta go out and fly. And I recommend starting in the summer so you don't have to deal with voltage sag and freezing fingers and solid frozen ground. But the throttle expo on this, it really helps. I can easily hover with this. How close can I get? It's freezing. Oh my goodness. Here is the little monitor setup. I got this EasyCap HD Digi connected to this board I made right here with a Adafruit USB board for power. And here's the backside. I'll explain it later because my fingers are fucking freezing. No time to waste. Here we go. Land now as soon as I start. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely got some sag there. Almost ran into the ground because I couldn't get the power. You know what? It is too cold. It is way too cold. My fingers are frozen. These batteries are frozen. I'm gonna pack it up after this. Well, that's it for today. The battery and the FPV monitor that I made up, it's also dead. It says low battery because of the cold. I'm cold. I got internally low battery. The only thing that's working really good is the battery I got for the goggles, which is an Anker power bank here. It's the Anker Nano 30 watt USB-C power bank with a built-in cable. Really good. It works really good. And I got a special cable for it too. It tells, it says 89%. So I really recommend this power bank for flying FPV. Can fit it in my pocket, and I'm making an adapter that will go on the goggle strap here. Anyway, this is Leshy FPV. See you later.